Good evening, everybody. Let's transition here. Let's get going. Good evening. So I know we're a little bit ahead of schedule than what I scheduled to start about 7 p.m., but those of you that are watching the match at Break Room that Ray Hannon on the Wire is doing, Hill, Tyler Steyer, Shane Van Boning, it looks like Shane won, so they're going to start a second set at 7 p.m. So I knew a lot of people were watching that. I was watching it. I didn't want to go over too much so that way we didn't lose too many viewers. So I figure we'll go ahead and get started. What we're going to do tonight is I'm just going to make some announcements that everybody's been asking me a lot of questions concerning border wars, things like that. I'm sorry. It's taken me a good amount of time to iron everything out, get two teams set to play, get the tournament set. Mike Kirby's handling a tournament there going on the SEM weekend, things like that. So what we're going to do this year is the same as last year. 2019 is going to be the second annual team event, Wyoming versus Colorado. The location is going to be in Laramie, Wyoming, Mingles, Adult Lounge, and Daycare. As you all know, it's going to be the same format, $500 per man. So each team's putting up $2,500 a team. It's they're not playing for free. They're not getting paid to play. I will be adding money to the main event. Right now, we're sitting somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000 added to the event. So hopefully, the teams are playing for somewhere around $7,000, $7,500 is going to be my overall goal anyway. So as long as we can get that, we're pretty happy. We have a lot of things that are going to be added to the event by a lot of sponsors, special trophies, things like that. We'll cover all those here in a little while. First, I want to send a really big thank you out to team captain, somebody who has really helped me get this going, Derek Pacheco. Man, thank you very much. I know Team Wyoming, Team Colorado has been very understanding with me. We had multiple schedule changes. Both teams couldn't get together at the same time. And then once I get them all together, I make the mistake. I schedule Border Wars right on top of mine and my wife's family reunion in Missouri. So I had to go back, reschedule all the venues, all the players. Totally my mistake. I apologize. We got it all taken care of. The team event is going to go on June 21st through the 23rd at Mingles, like I said. Alongside of that, Mike Kirby is going to be running a tournament. So let me go ahead and show you guys a tournament flyer for that. Like I said, the tournament is going to be at Mingles. There's going to be two different divisions, A, AA, AAA. There's 1,000 added to that, 32 players only. And then there's a BC division, $500 added to that, and 32 players only. Now, Mike Kirby is handling that tournament. So if you guys want to get into that tournament, and I really hope you guys do, you're going to want to contact Mike, not myself. I'm just going to guide you to Mike. I will try to answer as many questions for you as I can. But like I said, Mike is going to be handling most of that because I'm going to be streaming and organizing the team event while that's going on. So Mike has been an amazing help through all of this. Like I said, I've had to change the venues. I've had to contact Mike multiple times a week. Mike, I need to go to a different date. This player can't play. We lost this player can't play. It's been extremely difficult to get these 10 players together at the exact same time. It's not easy, especially in the middle of summer. And then to get the venue open and then tournaments, sponsors, everything. So it's been a challenge, but I've gotten it done. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to Derek, our sponsors. I definitely could not have done it by myself at all. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and announce Team Wyoming. I think everybody wants to know who is going to be playing in brown and gold. So the captain, as I said, the first player, always one of the best players throughout Wyoming is definitely going to be Derek Pacheco. You never have any doubt of how competitive Derek's going to come out and play. So Derek representing 307 is definitely not a question at all. A new addition this year, Donald Parker. What's one DP without the other, right? I mean, it just makes sense. Donald Parker, I expect to bring an amazing amount of chemistry to this team this year. Wyoming's own Perry Gilbert. Everybody says, why Perry? Perry lives in Denver. Well, Perry owns 2 houses. He'll always be a Wyoming player. Everybody knows that. No surprise here. One of Wyoming's strongest players, Ricardo Martinez. And then the Bear himself. I mean, Tom Thompson just dominates the table. So that's going to be your starting five. You got Derek Pacheco, you got Donald Parker, you got Perry Gilbert, you got Ricardo Martinez, and you got Tom Thompson. That's going to be Wyoming's 5 players. Everybody probably, as you remember, Wyoming did win last year. In a tiebreaker, it came down to the captain's pick, the final match, Derek Pacheco, Adam Cisneros. Derek wins, 11-10, Wyoming wins. So Colorado's going to have to go to Wyoming and try to defend or try to get the trophy back. I mean, that's just all that it comes down to. Wyoming showed up last year. There's nothing. They're Valley players, right? That's all they ever say. All they ever play out is Valleys. They came to Mile High Billiards and played on diamonds with a Cyclops ball set that barely any of them ever played with. And they played with some of our best players in this state. So I figure this year we're going to have to come harder. Team Colorado is going to have to go to Laramie and represent. So the team that was picked based on the VNEA Rocky Mountain Team Tournament, just like the year before. The team champions were selected. Just so be it, most of them are good friends of mine and bad rolling players, so on and so forth. One of the players was not able to make it, so we struggled over the last month or so. Who are we going to replace him with? Who are we going to use? Who's going to play? And it came down to somebody that's very, very familiar with the Wyoming pool scene, has played, beaten, competed, lost to each one of these players many times, and definitely a good friend of mine. So let's go ahead and announce Team Colorado. Adam King, one of the best bar box 8-ball players in the state of Colorado, hands down. Greg Kingsbury. If any of you know Greg, play with Greg, he's one of the top 10 Fargo-rated players in Colorado. He can hold his own with anybody. James Beckemeyer, some say maybe one of the most underrated players in the state of Colorado. I've had the honor of playing Scotch doubles with James, and plays pretty strong. He's no slouch, that's for sure. My man, one of my closest friends, Ryan Henry. I literally screamed in my car. You can ask my wife when I found out Ryan was going to be on the team. It's pretty cool. I know how excited he is personally because we talked about it. You know, if you know Ryan's going to leave it all on the table no matter what. So, and then, I mean, Mr. Colorado pool, Tony Piazza. I mean, wow. I have only been in the pool scene for about 6 years, and I was at Mile High Billiards one night, and I heard the name, never seen him play, not one time, and he came in, and Greg comes up to me, he's like, "You know who that is, don't you?" I'm like, "No, but his stroke's disgusting. I have no clue who it is." He's like, "That's Tony." I'm like, "Piazza?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Wow." And that's the first time he'd been out to play in a decent amount of time, and so be it. It was actually one of my events, so it was me waking up a giant here in Colorado, and that's pretty awesome. And now he's going to be representing Colorado, trying to go to Laramie and get the championship back, get the trophy back. I mean, they came to Colorado and took it from us the first year. So speaking of that, we are going to have a trophy. It's being done. We'll cover that here in a little bit. Sorry. Now let's go over the format. A lot of people are a little confused by the format last year. It's going to be almost the scheduled matches are going to be like the Moscone Cup in a way, but the format's going to be pretty simple. 10-ball pro rules. An Outsville Accu-Rack is going to be used. Race to 6, alternate break, 3-foul rule. The 10-ball must be the final ball made. No early combo for the win. No 10-ball on the break for a win. You spot it and continue to shoot if you called it. Now, all days will be played on a 7-foot diamond table. Yes, you heard me correct. A 7-foot diamond table is going to be brought to Laramie. 2 of them, actually, are being purchased for this event. So thank you to Sagebrush Amusements, Mingles, all those involved in getting those diamond tables up there. I know they purchased them from Markovid also. Mark, we need them on time, my man, please. We need them on time. Let's go over the schedule so everybody knows what's going to be played and when. We kind of made a little bit of a mistake last year. It was our first year. We ran way too late. We didn't do any matches on Friday, so we're gonna switch that up a little bit this year. Friday, June 21st at 7 p.m. we're going to start. Team Colorado versus Team Wyoming will be a 5-person shoot until you miss. And then we're going to do 4 other matches after that. A doubles, a singles, a doubles, and then a singles. And then we'll conclude for the night. See who's winning after night 1. And then we're going to come back at noon or 11 a.m., depending on how late we go the previous night, on Saturday, June 22nd. And then we'll have a lot of matches Saturday. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 matches all day Saturday, all doubles and singles matches. And then depending on where we stand Sunday, we're going to come back at 11 a.m. and we're going to finish with the rest of the matches. Now, it's going to be the first team to get to 11 points. So we are going to have a good amount of pool to be played, that's for sure. I know last year it was amazing. I had more views for this event than I have had for anything else, and I thank you guys for that and all the support of Battle Inc. and everything that I've done over the time, because without you guys, I have no reason to do any of this. Everybody thanks me for streaming all the time, and I have to thank the players. Thank you for playing. If you guys don't play, I don't have anything to stream. Thank you for the viewers. If you don't watch, I have no reason to stream. So, I mean, it all comes down to you guys. Let's go over some sponsors. A huge sponsor of mine is going to be donating a cue to the event to be raffled off. Ruben Silva, Caveman Customs. Thank you, Ruben. Dark Horse Custom Cues, Kerry Brace, a new sponsor of mine. Met him up in Gillette. Makes a great jump stick, a great break stick. Approached me, wanted to know what he could do to help and support the live stream. And I said, help me with the event that means more to me than anything, and that's Border Wars. And this is my legacy. Wyoming and Colorado is always going to be dear to my heart. I will do everything in my power to make this event bigger and bigger every year. So I promise you that. Andy Cloth, EJ Glode, Monty Thayer are going to cover both diamond tables with Andy Cloth and are going to give us a couple pieces of cloth to sell and raffle off. So if you're in the market for a piece of Andy Cloth, go ahead and contact Mike Kirby or myself, and we will get you one of those pieces of cloth that we have for sale, so that way we can add it to the team event. JB Cases, John Barton, Karen Barton, always a huge supporter of me. Every time I need something added for an event, a case to raffle, something like that, John's like, do this, do this, do this. Always supporting me. I have no problem putting my name on their case. You guys see my name on a JB case all the time. I have no problem with it. Their work is amazing. If you own a JB case, you know what I'm talking about. You have no problem putting $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 worth of cues into one case. They protect them, I promise you. I've known people that have checked just their JB case on an airplane and picked them up, and their cues are in perfect condition. Atmosphere HCP, Dennis Romero. Now, this is a big sponsor. Dennis is a pool player himself here in Denver. He does residential plumbing and HVAC services. Any of you here in Denver, those of you right across the border, if you guys need any plumbing, HVAC services, I tell you what, these events don't happen if it's not pool players giving back. It's really hard to go outside of the realm of pool or the community of pool and get other sponsors. It's almost impossible. They have no reason. They don't benefit. So please, if you need any type of plumbing or air conditioning services, contact Dennis. He does a great job, and he's giving back to the pool community. So let's support those that support us. It's very, very important. What else we got? Jam Up jerseys. Oh, man. This one's big. I couldn't wait to announce it till now. I had to get some jerseys posted because I know the Northwest Cup was going on. Those of you that follow Jam Up probably see Team Washington and Team Oregon were wearing supplemental printed jerseys, just like these jerseys. Now, these are very, very similar to the Ultimate Team Gear jerseys. The moisture wicking material, the zipper, they're top of the line. They're not just some polo with a logo embroidered on it. I promise you. I've done many of those. I've done lots of polos with logos on them. Everybody's doing that. This is something special. So we need to go ahead and support these people, please, and buy these jerseys. These are available to everybody. The teams themselves will have their names on the back instead of the Jam Up logo, but the ones available to the public, to anybody to purchase, have the Jam Up logo on the back. Now, these are top of the line, some of the best quality on the market. You can go directly to the website and order your jersey. You have plenty of time to get it in time for Border Wars. You can be there supporting your team, supporting your state. You can support your state and your team no matter where you go. And I mean, I know Jam Up and I greatly appreciate it. This is something that means a lot to me because it's a co-branded jersey. For somebody to be willing to put my logo with theirs and sell a top-of-the-line jersey means a lot to me. So I'd really like to see those of you wearing them. Support Border Wars. Support this company so I can keep going to these places and say, hey, you know, we sold this many jerseys last year. I want to have an event. I want some added money. So you're going to support pool, this and that. And I mean, I can't go to them if we don't give back, if we don't support that company. So I definitely need the help in doing so. No, sorry, I got the tablet full of everything that I need to cover because I'm not going to remember it all. Tournament by Mike Kirby. We already covered that. Let's go over it one more time so that way everybody knows, because this is new. This is something that's always been my goal. I've never been able to accomplish it, so it meant a lot getting Mike involved because, I mean, let's face it, Mike runs one of the best tournaments in Wyoming every year, the Larry Martin. So, I mean, who else to go to? Mike, I can't run the tournament and do this. Can you help me? Sure. So Mike is going to be running 2 divisions, like I said, 500 added to a CB division, 1,000 added to an AAA, AAA division. So let's go ahead and get signed up for that. Those of you that want to play, come and support each state. You can play in the tournament while you cheer on your favorite players within the state. So that's pretty awesome. What else we got to cover? Challenge matches. I mean, challenge matches started it all, right? 2 years ago, Mile High Billiards, Cheyenne, Wyoming. I had to do 2 different weekends because there was so much action of so many people wanting to play on the live stream. So what would Border Wars be without challenge matches? So I'm willing to go up to Laramie as early as Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. As many matches as we can fill. We have 2 diamond tables, not 1, we got 2, to run challenge matches on. If those of you that want to play, you let me know. I know this. I know Mike Kirby's running a top 10 list in Laramie, and they got 10 people on that list that are gambling and playing and all the time. I have a feeling there's going to be a good amount of people in town that want some action and want some Colorado blood. So those of you that want to play, Colorado players, contact me. Wyoming players, contact me. Contact Mike Kirby. Mike Kirby and I are going to work together to go and fill these challenge matches. So again, those of you that want to play challenge matches, contact me. We got action. You got action. Let's play. I mean, let's. I'd like to keep it the same format, 500 in the middle, so on and so forth. So if we can do that, it's possible. But if we can't do that much, and there's some people that want to play a shorter race for a couple $100s and things like that, I'm willing to accommodate that. But we're not going to play really long races for a small amount of money. If you want to play a long race, you're going to have to put a good amount of money in the middle. One-of-a-kind Border Wars trophy. I'm going to go over that real quick. I have a diamond table that I brought last year that was the trophy. I was never able to give it to Team Wyoming because it wasn't done. I have given it to Richard Montoya. He's putting it on a pedestal. On the pedestal, I will put the winning team engraved on silver placards. It's going to go all the way around it. He's doing an amazing job. I don't want to spoil it yet. He's going to have it done for me in a couple weeks. Once it's done, I'm going to go ahead and show everybody something just to show on Facebook. I'm also going to start posting some of last year's matches over the next month on YouTube. So if you follow me, you're definitely going to want to follow me on YouTube. Catch some of last year's matches, get hyped up, get ready. You know, we're coming, Wyoming. We're coming. I'm born and raised in Colorado. I love all you Wyoming people. Don't get me wrong. I love you. I love you. But I'm born and raised in Colorado. There's no second guessing who I'm rooting for this year. I mean, almost everybody on this team is one of my boys. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Something new this year. This was probably the last announcement for those of you that waited around to waited till the end to catch all the information. MVP. We didn't have one last year. Why? I didn't think about it. So, if you see this up here, see a little bit, you know, sneak peek. You can see that a little bit sooner. But Josh Vlasic, Windsor, Colorado, is doing me a one-off custom art piece for the 2019 Border Wars MVP. It's going to be a metal print piece of art, something to go on their wall, just a one-of-a-kind piece. Nobody else will ever have one. So I will have a preview of that on Facebook coming up as well. But, I mean, That's it. My list is empty. Anybody have any questions or anything in the chat before I call us good? Anybody? I don't see. Hell of a team for Colorado, Gary. That's right. I don't see many questions in the chat. Everybody seems good. We're 7:01. I got this done right on time, actually, because you know what? There's a bar box 8 ball to be played. I mean, I got Tyler. You guys can't see him. Tyler's right here, autographed. SVB, Scott Frost. I got Dennis up there. Two of my favorite players, Tyler Steyer, Shane Van Boning, going to be playing. So, yeah, everybody, let's catch that. So, thanks again. Anybody have any questions or anything, just message me directly, either through the Bad Roll Link website or Joshua Ramey. I'm going to have some Q raffles coming up to support Border Wars. We already raffled off a custom case. That went like 4 hours. You guys are awesome. Thank you very, very much. But that's about it. Thanks, everybody. Bad Roll Link out.